1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. See that little spark? That's what I'm looking for, guys, is that I get the sparking. Let me do it again and I can show you guys, okay? And it's on for 5 seconds until I see it spark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There, you saw that? That was what I was looking for. That was because it was overheating basically. But that's what I want. Because I know both sides melted. So I finished the first shelf and the second shelf. I'm working on the third shelf now. Unfortunately, I bought this expanded diamond as surplus. You can see it all over the floor here. All over the floor you see pieces of it. And unfortunately, it didn't come out that the third shelf could be one incomplete piece. So right now I got one full piece that works. So my wife was nice enough to help me clean this up. She's behind the camera right now. And so I trimmed it up to this one support piece right here. And now I got an extra piece here that, if you look at it, butts up really nicely to this piece. It fits one way or the other, I forget. But I'll get it to work. But we'll get this piece buttoned up here, and then with that we'll be able, that's why, let me flip it. Yeah. It matches up here. So I'm gonna spot weld these pieces in, and then lastly cut out the last little piece that goes right here. And then what I'll probably do is do a little bit of TIG welding on the ends here just to finish up and make it look nice and clean and look like it's one contiguous piece. So I'm gonna get going on the spot welding here, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I finish spot welding both of these pieces on, and I'll show you the game plan for that little corner. Alright? Be right back. Whew! Heavy stuff, guys, heavy stuff. So at this point I finished 3 sides. I'm about to go and finish tack welding this side and a few pieces here. But I just noticed that this support beam, there's the bend that came with the scrap. So I'm actually going to take a 2-pound sledgehammer and try to knock this flat a little bit so it's a little closer to the support piece. So yeah. And then we'll get this piece done, get that piece installed, and we'll figure out that little square that's missing here. So here we go. We got that last little hole here that I need to plug up, and I cut this piece out to match the grid pattern on the diamond extruded metal. So if it goes in here, it should look like it just disappears. So that's the plan. I'm going to spot weld it in place, and then I'm going to come back with the TIG welder and TIG across these little joints here so nothing catches on it when I put this stuff on the shelf. So that's the idea. I think it looks pretty good. So let's see where it goes. So instead of holding it, I found out that I can just put it on my welding table and put the force I need here to weld this stuff together. Works really well. I'm going to see if I can actually weld this together real fast. Let's see. Hey, look at that. It actually worked. I was able to do it. Next time I'll do it a little slower, and I'll have to TIG weld it then. Alright, let's get the rest of this all on here. Let's do it. We need to do this one over again. All the rest of these look fine, but that one is not done. So I'm going to rerun that in a second here. I'm going to let this cool off a bit. And that should be it for this shelf. It's done. Now it's time to frame up the cart and weld on the sides. So I'm going to start prepping for that and we'll see what we get.